I don't want to be.
Commentary?
I don't want to be that guy, but it doesn't look like a lot of people are going to be able to chase foul balls tonight. I think we might need your help.
I'm actually a terrible job, but okay. Who's out there?
As long as you can find them. I don't see. We got Cody Bell doing something. Gun, and then I forget his
Is that
name.
you?
Yeah, that was Max. He made that sound.
Yeah, I was singing.
Roar.
My voice.
Lord. Yeah, you have a terrible voice. Sorry.
Oh, word. Okay, now it's getting hot.
My voice is
here.
prettier than your looks. So I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
I don't know. Montclair Redhawks have terrible singing voices.
There you go.
want to meet him.
He's not as big as he used to be, right?
It is.
Oh, it is.
He's not
You're
wrong.
wrong.
Good morning, Black Sox fans. Thank you for joining us for our 10 a.m. game, the final matchup between Brilliance and Road Warrior Black Sox this setup. David Grubauer takes the mound for Brilliant Sox. And we'll go ahead and go around the horn. We got Samir Santos behind the plate. We got Slayton Vaughn over there at first base. We got Jimmy Boyce over there at second base. Jared Anton at shortstop. Let me look at Mosley.
Josh.
We got Josh Mosley playing third base. We got John Williams in left field. Wady Almonte in center field. And Ryan Finestead holding it down in right field.
Shallow, yeah.
Brilliant Sox took the game yesterday in a 7-inning matchup, tied on a walk-off single by Jared Anton. It was a really good competitive game yesterday, hoping for the same thing today. David Grubauer finishes up his last few warm-up pitches. Is this 9 innings or something?
9.
It's going to be a 9-inning matchup as there is no game after this one.
This is Grubauer's 7th appearance on the season. 16 2/3 innings pitched, 9.18 ERA, 7 Ks, 9 walks, 3 hit by pitches, 8 hits, 19 runs, and 17 earned runs. He hit 3 home runs at a 250 batting average against.
So Grubauer's hoping to fill it up against this Road Warrior lineup. As we're ready to get started with Derek Hurt holding it down in center field, he'll be batting leadoff. Batted leadoff yesterday. Went 1 for 4 with a single, and he was thrown out trying to stretch that single into a double his first at bat.
On the year, he's batting .321 with 6 doubles and 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, and 12 runs, and that's a first pitch ball. On away.
Grubauer's second start of the Yinzer League.
Ball 2 outside there. Derek Hurt, one of the many free swingers on the Road Warriors, so maybe Grubauer's looking to get him to chase as he takes ball 3. That pitch is actually not a bad pitch. It's pretty close.
Hurt's has been more patient recently.
You okay?
Yes.
He swings and fouls that one away.
3-0 swinging.
Yesterday, low-scoring ball game. A lot of hits from the Road Warrior side. They ended up with 10 hits yesterday, but couldn't really capitalize with a lot of runners in scoring position. So
10 left on.
they're keeping that green light mentality as he fouls that one away down the third base side. So quickly, Grubauer fell behind 3-0, and now he's back in the count 3-2.
What are we thinking here? 3-2.
It looks like he's been throwing him a lot off speed. I think I only saw one fastball.
Yeah,
So maybe
the slider away.
3-2 from Grubauer. Swung at and missed.
That was a slider.
Mm-hmm.
Good call. So he gets the first out on a swinging strikeout. So Derek Hurt's retired, and here comes shortstop James Smybert. Had 2 home runs yesterday. He was
And a double.
and a double. He was 3 for 4 with a double, 2 home runs, and a flyout. Definitely one of the key components to that lineup yesterday is he takes high and outside for ball 1.
Grubauer came back with 3-0 count to strike Hurt out.
Yep.
Pitch is taking a little low for strike 1.
Biggest thing for Grubauer is getting ahead, stay ahead of these hitters.
1-1 is swung on, hit literally softly up the middle. Anton's going to make a play near the second base bag, throw in the dirt, but Vaughn picks it out for out number 2. Really good play. Hard play to make on a ball hit that slow. So 2-away here. And that'll bring up the DH, player manager number 34, Carson McCurdy. Big power threat.
Former West Virginia Power first baseman slugger.
So he takes the first pitch.
And strike.
That was a strike. I was looking down, marking the scorecard. The 0-1 is swung on and missed, so quickly down 0-2. Grubauer looks like he's settling in a little bit. Grubauer wasting no time, gets set. The 0-2 is swung on and fouled away down the left field side, right into the seats. Got a few pitchers chasing that down. So Grubauer fell way behind Hurt, but came back to get him to strike out. Only threw 3 pitches to Smybert. Now he's way ahead of McCurdy. As McCurdy fouls that one back. Looks like he's getting a little more comfortable, get those first 2 quick outs. Gotta be careful, though. I've seen McCurdy go yard a few times on 0-2 counts. He doesn't let the account change his approach. The 0-2 again is fouled away again. And we'll do it again for a 4th time. Good battle here. You think he challenges him again, or is he going to get him to chase?
I think he's going to get a chase.
0-2 as he swings and misses on the off speed. So 2 strikeouts on the inning for Grubauer. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. A good start for him.
Looks like a backdoor slider.
Mm-hmm.
On the mound for the Rower Black Sox, we got left-hander Manny Alonso, who has a 3-0 record and a good ERA in the 3s. Looking to expand his record and help the Black Sox win this 3-game match.
For the Road Warriors lined up on defense, we got Derek Hurt leading off. He led off the game. He's playing center field. Joe Bellari playing left field. I think only his 2nd start of the Yinzer, but he's had a few plate appearances and a few defensive replacements as well. In right field, we got Tommy Baggett. He played yesterday as well. On the infield, we have Frankie Pockel over there holding it down at first base, excuse me. Zach Whalen doing the catch behind the plate. Spencer Henn playing third base. Serrano at second base. And James Smybert holding the shortstop position as Manny Alonso finishes up his warm-up pitches. I believe this is Serrano's first start as well. Good lefty bat. Really good glove. Speaking from experience, because I've hit him plenty of fungo during BP. Zach Whelan's throw down to second, and we're getting ready to start it as Almonte will. They're signaling to him, hey, you got a hit, man. Takes a few hacks and is ready to hop in the box. Almonte yesterday in 4 at-bats was 0 for 4. Just looking at the stat line here, they weren't necessarily very competitive at bats, but hopefully he's got a good night's sleep, hoping to turn that around today. First pitch for Alonso is taken for strike 1. Alonso definitely fills up counts. He's going to challenge hitters. He's not going to try to get guys to chase. He wants you to swing at it. He wants you to put it in play. The 0-1 is, oh!
It hits Almonte.
Clipped him right on
down first.
Right on the elbow there, so not the greatest start. Not a terrible pitch, just a tad inside. That'll bring up shortstop Jarrett Anton.
This is also Almonte's 2nd game as a pro. As yesterday, he made his pro debut. Jarrett Anton had the game-winning hit yesterday for the Brilliance Sox, as that throw almost sailed over Frankie Pockel.
There's a good at bat from Anton yesterday that ended up with a walk-off. The left fielder, Thompson, was shading him in, and it just missed his outstretched glove, got over his head. That pitch is taken for ball one. Samir Santos waits on deck. Alonso gets the pitch, comes set, checks the runner. Good pitch on the outside corner for strike one. The count moves to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and the runner gets performs a delay steal on Zach Whalen. No chance to get him.
Good slider in the dirt from Manny Alonso.
Good swing and miss pitch, unfortunately. It was the perfect pitch to run on. So 1-2 the count to Anton as Almonte moves up to second base.
Slider right here.
The 1-2 pitch is taken outside in the dirt. Counts even at 2-2.
I think if you're Jerry Anton right here, I think you're seeing fastball in. Lefty on lefty matchup.
Alonso checks the runner. The 2-2 pitch is chopped to second base. And there's out number one. Good play by Serrano. Easy read over there by Almonte to move over to third with one out. And that'll bring up the catcher, Samir Santos. Santos in 3 at-bats yesterday was 0 for 2 with a walk. He did score on a grand slam by Slayton Vaughn as Vaughn waits on deck. First pitch swinging, and he sends it to center field. Derek Hurt on the run backward. Makes the play, but Almonte will score easily as he tagged.
Brilliance Sox strike first here. It's 1-0. So far, doing all the little things offensively.
Better, actually.
So 2 down now. A run scores. Bases are empty for Slayton Vaughn.
Leader in the doubles for the Yinzer League.
I believe he has 12.
Also had a big-time grand slam yesterday.
14.
14 doubles. Big doubles guy. The pitch is taken outside for a ball.
1-1.
1-1 count.
Slayton Vaughn definitely seeing the ball better these days.
1-1 pitch is taken up high. Oh, he gives him the strike call.
Yeah, Slayton Vaughn definitely didn't like that call.
I guess the umpire believes that since Vaughn is taller, that pitch was in the strike zone for him. Not a bad pitch, but you definitely don't want to leave too many of those up for Vaughn.
He is one of the biggest hitters here in the Yinzer.
1-2 from Alonso is taken in the dirt for ball 2.
Slide it in.
That's not a bad waste pitch on your way ahead in the count. Hopefully get him to chase. Alonso with the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled down the third base side. Third base coach Demko makes an attempt, but bounces out of his hands. We'll do the 2-2 again. Alonso kicks, delivers, gets a chopper to third base side. Spencer Ham will come up, make the play, throw to first, gets him for the third out. Brilliant Sox score a run on a hit by pitch that led to a stolen base. Move the runner over, then an easy sac fly for Santos, and they lead 1-0 after 1. One run on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Interesting stat line there. Frankie Pockle set to lead off the top of the second for Road Warriors. He had a pretty good game yesterday. Went 2 for 3 with a walk, 2 singles. He'll be followed by catcher Zach Whalen and third baseman Spencer Hinn.
First time definitely seeing David Grubauer with high socks, as he usually definitely wears low baggy pants each time he pitches out there, even when he hits, as he's one of few two-way players in the Yinzer League. Trying to change up the tone, possibly. I'm not sure if we shared this earlier, but Road Warrior Black Sox come in today with a record of 10-13, and the Brilliance Sox a record of 7-17. As those two teams are mantling the last 2 spots in the Yinzer League and looking forward to continue their streaks and get up in the standings.
Frankie Pockle ready to step in for his first pitch against Grubauer. He takes first pitch. 4 strike 1. Looks like another off speed. The 0-1 is spiked outside in the other batter's box. The count's even at 1-1. Definitely against righties in this lineup. He's been really abusing that outside corner.
Yeah, if you take definitely a good close at his leg width, definitely comes into righties.
Paco fouls that one off.
High 3/4 pitcher. So he works that fastball into righties. He'll get a lot of jam shots, especially with velocity change difference.
1-2 from Grubauer is swung on and fouled again, almost the exact same spot. So we'll do it again. Road Warriors lately have been good about working counts and getting pitch counts for their opposing pitchers up to get to their bullpens. The 1-2 again is swung on and hit in the left field for a base hit for Paco, another single. So he trots down to first, and that'll bring up catcher Zach Whalen. Zach Whalen came into the game, I believe, yesterday in the 6th inning to replace starting catcher Dylan Barbetti. And his first at bat had a single.
Tie the game.
As he lays down a bunt, Grubauer's going to pick it up, throw it to first. His only play, throws in the dirt, but Vaughn is able to pick it. So sack bunt there for Whalen. Moves Frankie Paco to second.
Very nice play by Slayton Vaughn.
Good pick over there. Good play by the pitcher as well to come off the mound and make that play. So with 1 out, that'll bring up third baseman Spencer Hinn.
Former Southern Illinois minor of the Frontier League.
Good game yesterday. He hit 1 of 2 home runs in the first inning. He hits that one toward the middle. Anton's going to make a play to his left. Throw to Vaughn. Get out number 2, and Frankie Paco read it well and moves over to third with 2 outs. That'll bring up right fielder Tommy Baggett. Yesterday, 0 for 4.
Tommy Baggett, a former Brilliance Sox, spent a couple of games with the Brilliance Sox first as the season started for the Yinzer League, and immediately got traded to the Road Warrior Black Sox, and that's been his team ever since.
So he takes ball inside.
Looks like a backdoor slider from Grubauer.
Baggett's had some misfortune at the plate, looking to turn that around. earn himself an early RBI here. The 1-0 pitch is swung on, hit to the right side. Boyce is there, throws it to Vaughn. There's out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base for the Road Warriors. We'll move on to the bottom of the second. And we'll have the DH, Trey Hunt, to lead off. Hunt didn't play yesterday. He was mainly the third base coach for the Brilliance Sox. Manny Alonso out there for his second inning of work. Didn't have a bad first inning, just an unfortunate hit by pitch to lead off the game. Which Brilliant Soccer were able to capitalize, move him over, get him to third, and then score him with a sac fly. Whalen's throw down to second. A 1 hopper. And Hunt is ready to step in for his first at bat. And Alonso toes up the rubber, ready to receive his sign. Kicks and delivers. And this is high and outside for ball 1. And Alonso's got a very slow delivery to the plate. The 1-0 pitch, swung on, hitting the shortstop hole. Smybert can't get a glove on it, and that'll be a single for Trey Hunt to start off the bottom of the second.
Trey Hunt, one of the few veterans on the Brilliant Sox, it's having a good example of getting the leadoff guy on base.
That'll bring up left fielder John Williams. Yesterday, another Brilliant Sox was held at bay. He was 0 for 3 yesterday. He squares around the bunt, chases it, and that'll be strike 1. Playing the small ball game today between both teams. A couple bunts now, move the runner over. Brilliant Sox do have a lot of speed up and down their lineup. The 0-1 is swung on, hit in the left field. Velarde has to move back a bit, but has a beat on it.
That's some carry on that ball.
He'll make the catch. The runner will stay where he is, and there's out number 1. Ball did have a little carry. Looks like the wind's blowing a bit, but it looks like it's blowing in.
Pick off at first play to first base, safest to call. In steps the third baseman, Josh Mosley. Normally a catcher, but playing third base today, as he is sometimes a corner infielder and a corner outfielder.
Another pickoff throw, spiked in the dirt a bit. Paco telling Alonso to go after the hitter here. Alonso comes set, checks the runner. Pitch, swung on, fouled away down third base side.
Once again, it gets past manager Mark Demko, trying to make those picks.
0-1 pitch, taken high outside for ball 2, or ball 1, excuse me. Counts even at 1-1.
Alonso deals.
Good pitch on the outside corner. Yep. Mosley doesn't quite agree with it, but a good pitch from Alonso, and that count is 1-2. One of the closer pitches in this game so far. He swings and hits that one soft into left field. It's going to drop in front of Velarde for another single. Trey Hunt only can move to second base. So now we got one out and runners on first and second.
Definitely a good pitch inside the hands. Mosley just strong enough to muscle that into left center for a base hit.
That'll bring right fielder Shiloh Finistad, who is typically on the roster, shows him as an infielder, but played right field yesterday and does it again today. One away here. Alonso hoping to get himself a ground ball and get himself back in the dugout. Checks the runner at second for a long time. The first pitch. High and outside for a ball. Second baseman Jimmy Boyce waits on deck. Alonso checks him again. Checks him another time. The 1-0. Taken outside again for ball 2.
This guy definitely has some good BP, so hopefully manager Mark Demko hopefully to get some of that BP swing in the game today from Finistad.
In this situation, definitely looking to drive something in the gap here. The 2-0, swung on and missed.
Right count to swing, wrong pitch to swing at.
So 2-1 here. Alonso comes set, checks the runner. The 2-1, swung on. Touched by the catcher Whalen in foul territory, so it's ruled foul. Count is now even at 2-2. Not a whole lot of hard contact against Alonso so far. Those 2 singles were not hit too terribly hard, but found some grass.
See what Alonso goes here on a 2-2 pitch.
He delivers. It's a pop-up, but straight back in the foul territory. We'll do the 2-2 once again.
Brilliance Sox looking to try and get their batting average up with runner in scoring position. That is something they have been slacking this season.
Fouls that one down the third base line.
Definitely a good battle by Finistad. Staying in there, fouling all pitches. Always want to try to get that pitch count up for starters.
So we'll do the 2-2 again. Hunt at second, Mosley at first. The 2-2. Swung on, hitting the right field. Tommy Baggett's going to run down to the line. Hunt is tagging. He's going to go to third.
Smart play by putting it to second base. Keep the double play intact.
So good battle from Finistad. Unfortunately, it leads to an out. So 2 outs here, runners on the corners. That'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, second baseman Jimmy Boyce. Boyce yesterday went 1 for 3. He had a single. Advanced on some fielders' choices and 1 stolen base, but no runs scored as he takes that one high for ball 1. Alonso checks the runner at first. Mosley is on the move, and Boyce fouls that one away. Comes even at 1-1. I was wondering if they would put Mosley on the move. It's 1-1 on Boyce. Lonzo checks Mosley at first. He does not go this time as Boyce pops that one up on the infield. Looks like third baseman Spencer Hinn calls for it. Catches it for out number 3. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base for Brilliance. Move on to the top of the third, where left fielder Joe Bilardi will lead off in the 8 hole, and then the 9 hole we'll have second baseman Ray Serrano, and then we'll be back up to the top for Derek Hurt. As Grubauer comes out for his 3rd inning of work.
Grubauer definitely looking sharp so far. Attacking the zone early, getting a lot of early contact. Keeping his pitch count low. Definitely served some time in the beginning of the season as the long man for the Brilliance bullpen. Now worked his way to the starting rotation after some promotions and some injuries, I foresee. Speaking of the bullpen, short bullpen today for the Brilliance Sox, as there are a couple Campbell arms down today. Definitely, most will be back for tomorrow's game, as we still have a lot of Yinzer baseball to go for. As in professional baseball, it's like a non-stop season. You're playing every day, rarely any days off. So this is more about looking out for a pitcher's health and keeping them nice and fresh rather than avoiding injuries.
So we go top of the third. Joe Bilardi will step in for his first at bat against Grubauer. First pitch takes it inside for strike 1. Grubauer working fast, but Bilardi will drive that into the 5-6 hole in the left field for a base hit. So good start.
Very aggressive out of the batter's box, Bilardi was.
So the leadoff single for Bilardi, that'll bring up Ray Serrano, the second baseman. Stepping in for, I believe, maybe his only his second at bat or so. Not a whole lot of time here yet. Grubauer working very fast, checks the runner at first. Checks him one more time. First pitch, Serrano takes it outside for ball 1. Not a bad pitch there. Definitely trying to induce a ground ball there. Checks the runner, deals. Ball inside. Quickly 2-0. Grubauer definitely set his pace in the first inning and has not broken it. Works very fast. 2-0. Good pitch on the outside corner, but it's a little low and outside. 3-0.
Definitely 2 of those 3 pitches look to be a strike, but definitely not getting the call.
Good ground ball pitches there. So the 3-0 to Serrano is taken for strike 1.
What do you think? A hit and run here, 3-1 count?
It is possible. Bilardi goes, and he pops that one up, drifting into foul territory. He's going to get into foul territory. Count now full.
Like what I was saying yesterday, guys, like a good count for a hit and run is definitely on a hitter's count, whether it's 2-1, 3-1, maybe 2-0. Probably not on this pitch.
Checks the runner. The 3-2 pitch is taken for strike 3. That was right down the middle.
We'll glare to the umpire.
So strikeout looking for out number 1, and then I'll get us back to the top of the order for Derek Hurt. Derek Hurt struck out his first at bat in the first inning. Grubau's gonna nice little throw over there at first. Make sure Bilardi's aware that he's keeping an eye on him there. Gets his sign, checks the runner. First pitch to Hurt is swung on, line drive into left field for another base hit. Bilardi moves up to second, and it's first and second, one out for the dangerous shortstop, James Smybert. Like we said, really good game yesterday. Hoping to continue that performance into today. Grubau gets his set up. Checks Bilardi at second. The first pitch, high and outside for ball 1. Consistently working away from lefties.
Yeah, Steinbrenner is not that good so far outside fastballs. That's what they're trying to attack with. That pitch misses away as well.
2-0 here. Another hitter's count.
Steinbrenner takes to low middle and a lot to righties.
Yesterday succeeded very well off the left-hander Ken Williams.
Count 3-0.
Grubau takes a quick second to gather himself. Take a deep breath and reset. Checks the runner at second. The 3-0 pitch. Taken all the way outside for strike number 1.
Dangerous left-handed bat, Carson McCurdy, lurking in the death circle.
Grubau deals the 3-1. Swing and a miss.
Definitely look down in front of that. Looked like the changeup.
So another 3-2 count here. Good 3-1 changeup right there. The 3-2 from Grubauer is swung on and fouled down the first base side. So we'll do it again. Grubauer is ready to deal another 3-2 pitch. It's taken low and outside for ball 4. Not a bad 3-2 pitch again, but
I'm not sure where that missed.
umpire doesn't agree. Smybert with the free pass. Both runners move up a base, and that'll bring up the dangerous lefty, Carson McCurdy. One out here, bases loaded. Samir Santos will go out to the mound to have a quick chat with his pitcher. If you're just joining us here, it's top 3, Brilliance versus Road Warriors. Brilliance leads 1-0 from a sac fly RBI in the first inning from Samir Santos. And the Road Warriors now knock on the door with bases loaded and only 1 out. As I'm sure Santos was talking to his pitcher about how they're going to attack McCurdy here. The ball comes set here. First pitch to McCurdy is taken inside for strike 1. McCurdy looks like he doesn't agree. But
there's some very questionable calls here so far this game. Both Road Warriors and Brilliance have some comments.
The 0-1 is taken in the dirt for ball 1. Really hoping for that ground ball.
Nowhere to put McCurdy on. You got a dangerous Frank Paco on deck.
And he's already 1 for 1. So he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. The 1-1 pitch. Outside. Ball 2. McCurdy really disagrees with that call. Good pitch there. That's a strike.
I think McCurdy's taking some reactions to those calls after the interesting 3-2 pitch to Steinberg's for ball 4. One thing you do not want to do is change up the strike zone.
1-2 to McCurdy is swung on, fouled right at the Brilliance dugout.
Laser.
That was way inside. Right on the hands of McCurdy, and we'll do the 1-2 again. McCurdy the DH today. He had a very, very small hip issue a couple games ago. Turf was a little wet, slid a little too far and strained it a bit, but he seems to be doing okay. As he hits that one in the air, that should be enough to get Velarde home. Now Monte tracks it in the gap. Derek Hurt's going to tag and go to third, and he will get in there safely. So sack 5 from McCurdy ties the ball game up. As Velarde led off with a single, comes in to score. Derek Hurt moves up to third. Smybert stays over there at first. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up the first baseman, Frankie Paco, who singled his first at bat. Ball comes set, checks the runners. Smybert on the run. They're going to try to backdoor Hurt, but no chance.
Call for strike.
No, it was ball time. Paco takes ball 1. Smybert moves over to second, so we got second and third now with 2 outs. The 0-1 is taken in the dirt for ball 2. Paco gets reset in the box here. And yet another hitter's count. The 2-0 pitch taken low outside for ball 3. Road Warriors definitely working groove ball this inning. He does have the base open. And catcher Zach Whalen on deck, who laid down a sack bunt to move Paco to second, his first at bat in the second inning. The 3-0 pitch is swung on, hitting the shortstop hole. Anton can't come up with it. That'll undoubtedly be a base hit. 2 runs are going to score.
No, it's not.
That's a hit. That's a tough play.
He had a back hit, run over and backhanded.
That's a play in the hole. So another single there for Paco, gets 2 runs in. Tough play for Jared Anton to make. Even if he gloved it cleanly, I don't know if there's a guarantee he could have thrown Paco out at first. So with 2 outs, 3 runs in this inning. 2, excuse, yeah.
I put it in the wrong spot. My bad.
You're good. 3 runs in on this inning. That'll bring up catcher Zach Whalen, who takes a slider for strike 1.
I got it. Wait, what?
No, you're right. You're right originally.
No, I think I pressed the wrong thing.
Yeah, you did.
A little bit of a scoreboard malfunction, but we're figuring it out up here. The 1-0 to Whalen is taken low and outside again for ball 2.
And then just clear count and go 2 balls.
I got you. My bad. My mind home should be on top of this.
The 2-0 taken way inside. 3-0.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just
Yeah.
Grubauer being stressed this inning here. The 3-0 swung on foul down the third base side. Looks like the entire Road Warrior lineup getting the green light on 3-0 at this game. The 3-1.
Now it's 3-1.
Sorry, I had my counts confused. So now it's 3-1 to catcher Zach Whalen. Podkle on the move. Soft ground ball over to Anton is short. He throws to first. A little high, but Vaughn able to stay on the bag, and that's out number 3. So 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors. And 1 man left on base for Road Warrior. So good inning there from the Road Warrior Black Sox as they take the 3-1 lead. Alonso goes out there for his 3rd inning of work as well. For the Brilliant Sox, they'll be batting from the top of the lineup again to start off the bottom of the 3rd with Wady Almonte, Jared Anton, and Samir Santos.
All right, I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Nope, I got that wrong.
So bottom 3rd here, Wady Almonte ready to step into the box for his 2nd at-bat. He's 0 for 0. He had a hit by pitch and stole 2nd, then later scored on a sac fly to make it 1-0 for Brilliance in the bottom of the 1st. If you're just joining us, Road Warriors take a 3-1 lead in the top of the 3rd as Alonso deals. First pitch inside, ball 1. Wady Almonte leading within with that same elbow he was hit on in the first at bat, maybe hoping to catch another break. The 1-0 swung on, fouled away down the third base side. Count even 1-1 here.
See how the Brilliant Sox respond to after getting 3 runs in the first.
One from Alonso is taken.
How many hits do Rovers have? 3 or 4? I don't know.
Hold on, I got you. 1 second. 4. Oh, line drive right back up the middle. Alonso snags it for the first out.
The Brilliants have like 3.
Great play. All reaction from Manny Alonso. 1 out here that brings up shortstop Jared Anton. Anton also 0 for 1, grounded out to second base his first at bat as he lines 1 into right field for a base hit. Serrano just out of the reach of Serrano.
Good piece of hitting by Jared Anton.
First pitch swinging there. With 1 out, that'll bring up catcher Samir Santos.
Samir Samir Santos, a big power threat at the plate.
He drove in Almonte on the sac fly to center field his first at bat. Hoping to, at the very least, move Anton over a bit. The first pitch is taken inside for a strike. Definitely likes pitching inside, Alonso does. Alonso comes set, checks the runner a couple times. The 0-1's taken a little outside for ball one. Even 1-1 here. Alonso's going to go ahead and check over there on Anton. Comes set here again for the 1-1. Samir Santos hits it down third base line. Spencer Hen makes a backhanded play, throws it to second for out number 1. Throws it in the dirt. Frankie Podko picks it up.
There's only one.
Oh, they're going to say Serrano came off the bag at second, but they do get the out at first. Tough play going to his backhand over there for Hen.
RBI opportunity for Slayton Vaughn, the cleanup hitter.
Slayton Vaughn here steps in with 2 outs. Runner on second. He grounded up to third his first at bat as he fouls that one straight back. Spencer Hen would have had to make a tough play to his backhand anyway. Serrano just unfortunately not able to stay on the bag while receiving the throw. The 0-1 to Vaughn is swung on, fouled down the third base side. So quickly in a hole 0-2 here.
Definitely got shots at third base, and another laser was right at him. Probably looking at his players saying, I'm not the target. They are.
Vaughn steps in. After gathering himself a bit. Looking to shorten up, get that run in from second. The 0-2 from Alonso, fouled away again. Vaughn's going to take his time getting back in the box. Alonso gets his sign. Checks Anton over there. The 0-2 again. Swung on, hit down third base side, bobbled by Spencer Hen. He comes up with it quickly, throws over to first, and there's out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, or 1 error, excuse me, and nobody left on base, and 1 man left on base for Brilliance.
You guys really sure that wasn't here that last inning with Anton?
No, that's a tough play to make because, like I said, there's no guarantee he's going to throw out a pop hole running down the line.
It's not about that. It's about the ability to feel that ground ball because I was right at him.
But it's hit really hard.
Who was here?
He's talking about Anton's play.
Oh,
That's a hit.
In professional baseball, like if it's at you,
it
wasn't
wasn't
play,
bad.
it's
It was a hard line drive short hop to his backhand side, and it was a tough play to make. Yeah, I mean realistically, 9 times out of 10 he makes it. But it doesn't matter. I mean,
touch his glove though.
if a line drive, if a hitter hits a line drive to third base right at him, and it bounces off his glove, and he can't make the throw to first, it's still a single.
Line deflected. That's what go down as a book.
No, it's going to be a hit.
Yeah, but that's how you say it. Line deflected off the shortstop's glove. That's a base hit.
Yes, so it's a base hit.
Let's see if David Gruboff can have a nice, easy fourth inning after falling behind some hitters in the third. Looking sharp here in warm-ups.
Spencer Ham will lead off, top of the fourth for the Road Warrior Black Sox. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. He's really tested on defense past inning. He swung first pitch his first at bat. Maybe he'll take a couple. Well, no, he won't, as he grounds out first pitch to the second baseman. And there's out number 1. Definitely swinging early. One out, that'll bring up right fielder Tommy Baggett, who also grounded out to second his first at bat.
Gruboff looks a lot more relaxed now on the mound.
Baggett first pitch swinging. Swing straight. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 here. Gruboff working very fast, not letting him get comfortable. He'll foul that one away.
You know what they say, once you step in that batter's box, pitchers have every right to deliver the pitch.
Gruboff not letting hitters get too terribly comfortable. The 0-2 again. High and inside. Backs. Moves Tommy Baggett out of the box a little bit. 1-2. Ground ball fouled down the third base side.
Slider away to right-hand batters in the Yinzer League has definitely eaten up a lot of hitters. A lot of these Black Sox hitters are trying to pull that slider, and they're getting fooled a lot.
The 1-2 again. Poked into shallow right field. Second baseman Jimmy Boyce calling for it, and he will take it for out number 2. Gruboff worked really fast to Tommy Baggett right there. Not wasting any time. That'll bring up left fielder Joe Bilardi, who had a single and then later came around to score. He takes a ball inside. Not a bad spot right there.
Ooh, inside.
Gruboff again, just wasting no time. Receives the ball, takes the sign and goes. Slider on the low and outside for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch to Bilardi's taken inside for a strike. Three-one now. Gruboff might want to take his chance to relax a bit, slow down his pace, but he's not going to. The 3-1 pitch, swung on, foul down third base line.
Both third base coaches getting some challenges with those choppers.
Both starting pitchers today, challenging hitters on the inside part of the plate. The 3-2 to Bilardi is taken inside, ball 4. So 2-out walk there. Not necessarily harmful, but that'll bring up second baseman Ray Serrano, who struck out looking his first at bat. Gruboff checks the runner, comes set.
Strike.
Good pitch on the outside corner. Gets the call. Gruboff has done a really good job facing lefties, peppering that outside corner. Gruboff goes ahead and checks over at first. The 0-1 to Serrano as Bilardi was on the move. A soft little ground ball down the first base side. Vaughn will pick it up So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base for Road Warriors. For Brilliance, they got DH Trey Hunt leading off, left fielder John Williams who will follow, and then Josh Mosley after Williams, as Alonso heads out there for his 4th inning of work. Cruising a little bit here. Alonso has no issue challenging hitters. He's getting the outs he needs. He's only given up 3 hits so far. None really hit hard, forcing a lot of soft contact. Aside from the 1 error on a tough throw to second by Spencer Henn, this has been a really clean played ball game so far. Alonso finishes his warm-ups and is ready to face the DH Trey Hunt, who is 1 for 1. He had a single back in the 2nd inning. Alonso gets his sign, kicks and delivers. First pitch, a little low, but strike 1. Good spot. Alonso definitely looking to force contact. The 0-1 pitch, swung on, hit down the first base side. That's going to get out of play. And Hunt's down in the count 0-2. The 0-2 from Alonso. Swung on, fouled down the third base side. Demko again, having to remain on his toes.
I think Tim was a little frustrated. He definitely wanted to get that one. He's definitely pointed at Trey Hunt saying, "Can you make it fair next time?" As a lot of his players are hitting the ball right at him and hard.
The 0-2 again is swung on, poked into right center field. Baggett has a play on it and will make the catch on the run. And there's out number 1. Once again, Alonso forcing a lot of soft contact. Even the hits he's given up weren't hit very hard. As left fielder John Williams steps in, he flew out to left field his first at bat. Alonso delivers the 0-0 pitch, swung on, fouled down the third base side, right at the Road Warrior dugout. Alonso ready, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back, so again, way ahead here, 0-2 to these Brilliant Sox hitters in this lower middle half of the lineup. John Williams gathers himself, gets ready in the box. The 0-2 from Alonso here. It's taken far outside, not a bad waste pitch there, but it's taken for ball 1. Thought maybe you can get him to Chase that one. The 1-2 from Alonso. Taken on the outside corner, strike 3.
Yeah, Williams definitely looked like he got fooled right there.
Makes it look like that first outside pitch was just a setup to change his looks up a bit. Just peppering that outside corner. That'll bring up third baseman Josh Mosley, who hit a single his last at bat as he swings very first pitch for strike 1. The 0-1, taken high and outside. Let's see. Dropped the hands, showed bunt there a little bit. 1-1 here to Mosley. Alonso kicks and delivers. Inside there for ball 2, 2-1 here. Two one pitch taken way outside. 3-1 now. Falls behind Mosley here, but 2 outs, base is empty. A walk doesn't hurt you here. The 3-1 pitch swung on and fouled back just over the booth, and that moves the count full. Whalen gives the sign. Alonso delivers. Taken low and inside. Gets away from the catcher. Mosley running hard. He's going to round first but go nowhere. So with a 2-out walk, that'll bring up right fielder Shiloh Finestead, who is 0 for 1. Lonzo have to work out of the stretch again. First pitch to finish that is taken outside corner for strike 1. Lonzo right back to work. That walk didn't seem to faze him. One swung on. Hitting the foul territory down the first base side. Paco looks like he might have a beat on it, but it's going to get out of play. Quickly 0-2 here on Finestead.
Definitely, if you're the infielder and outfield, definitely want to be careful when chasing those foul balls, as there's some definite bricks on the foul lines into the stands.
Paco's gotten a lot of work down that first base side in foul territory this season. The 0-2 swung on, hitting the center field. Hurt moves back on it a bit, and that'll retire the side. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. It looks like Derek Hurt came out of the game. That looked like Nate Thompson making the catch in center.
All right. I have no idea. I'm not keeping it.
We're back up to the top of the lineup for the Road Warrior Black Sox. Grubauer back out there again for his 5th inning of work in this 9-inning contest. And it looks like Nate Thompson is taking over in center field for Derek Hurt. Hopefully everything's okay. Thompson's ready, and he will head over to the batter's box. Screwball finishes his warm-ups and is ready to go. The good thing working for Gruball, like I've said, is he has been working very quickly, keeping a lot of these Black Sox hitters off balance. As Thompson takes that slider outside for ball one. The 0-1 outside again. Ball two. Gruball already towing the rubber, getting his sign. 2-0. Swung and fouled down third base side.
Another ground ball to a third base coach.
Black Sox hitters definitely out in front of a lot of sliders from Gruball so far in this game. Which is all credit to Gruball and Santos. They're setting a very quick pace. The 2-1 pitch, taken inside, ball three. So 3-1 here to Thompson in his first at bat. Taking over in center. 3-run pitch is swung on, hit in the 5-6 hole into left field for a base hit. Single there for Thompson. That'll bring up shortstop James Smybert. 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Also a stolen base to his credit. Gruball checks the runner. First pitch, Smybert takes outside, strike one. A little low, but good pitch from Gruball. He's been living in that spot, especially against the lefties in this lineup. Mainly Smybert and McCurdy. Gruball steps off. Checking on Thompson there. Ball inside there, counts even 1-1. Gruball delivers the 1-1. Another pitch on that outside corner for strike two. Perfect location that Smybert just wants nothing to do with. Put in a hole here, 1-2. Thompson takes his lead. The pitch. Swung on, hit back up the middle, line drive, base hit for Smybert. Caught a little too much of the plate with 2 strikes. And now we got first and second, no outs for Carson McCurdy, who has a strikeout and a sac fly.
Definitely need that double play ball, Gruball.
Curdy first pitch swinging and rips that one way foul. Gruball gets set up quick. The 0-1, taking low for ball one.
Not a bad spot to miss. Gruball.
Definitely wants to hit those low spots to get his ground ball. Yes. 1-1. Ripped foul again. Now McCurdy down 1-2 as the Brilliant Sox have Owen Reith kind of getting moving a little bit. No.
Reith also known for our foul ball fetcher. He is one of the few relievers available today.
1-2 to McCurdy. Taken outside. Counts even 2-2.
Now that could be a call that Grubauer would have wanted since he's been getting that call all day.
Looked like just a tad off for the umpire's liking. So the 2-2 checks the runner. McCurdy swings and hits one into the right field gap. Cut off by Finistad. Thompson's going to score. Shiloh moves to third. So with no outs, nice little RBI single for Carson McCurdy.
As Brilliance bullpen starts to get loose, and it is Owen Reith getting loose.
So Grubauer a little bit of a jam here. He gets Frankie Podkle up to the plate. There's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And 2 RBIs as he takes strike one. Grubauer, the 0-1. He takes another outside pitch, and that's quickly in the hole 0-2. Podkle didn't necessarily like that strike call, but the 0-2 swung on, hit high in the air. Anton calls for it.
Big out for Grubauer.
Very big first out there. One out here that'll bring up the catcher, Zach Whalen, who had a sac bunt and is grounded out to shortstop.
Definitely, you want to keep it right here at 4-1, especially with the way the Brilliant Sox have been hitting lately. You definitely don't want to make things worse.
First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Whalen has been one of the key hitters for the Black Sox with runners on base. Had quite a bit of success. The 1-0 as he swings and hits that one into left field for a base hit. That's going to score Smybert. Moves McCurdy to second. He'll stop there. So another RBI single here in the inning as the Black Sox take a 5-1 lead on 2 runs here in the top of the 5th. With 1 out, that's going to bring up third baseman Spencer Henn, who is 0 for 2.
You got a pinch runner coming into the game.
Hard to tell who that is from out here.
As I think that was Frank Podkle who exited the game, right?
No, that was McCurdy. So pinch runner for McCurdy. We'll get to figure out who that is as Spencer Henn takes strike 1. Jacob Lentz comes in to pinch run for the DH Carson McCurdy. Jacob Lentz DH'd yesterday.
Wondering if something wrong with McCurdy. Has interesting leading middle of the game.
Takes a low pitch for ball 1. I said he did kind of tweak his hip the other day, so maybe he doesn't want to stress it. Maybe he felt it get a little tighter and just wants to rest. So Grubauer gets set to deliver the 1-1. Spencer Henn fouls that one back.
Way out in front of that slider.
The 1-2 taken inside. Didn't break enough, catch enough of the black. Counts even now 2-2. 2-2 from Grubauer to Spencer Hen. Is hit up the middle and hits Grubauer in the leg. Bounces to foul territory in the third base side. Spencer Hen will reach with a single. Grubauer jumps up. Looks like it caught him on the calf. He's walking it off. He seems to be okay.
Good sportsmanship by manager Carson McCurdy,
Going out there to check on him.
even when he's not on his team.
So single there from Spencer Hen will load the bases with one out. That'll bring up right fielder Tommy Baggett as they're going to let David Grubauer throw a few pitches, make sure his leg is okay.
Probably his last batter.
Seems to be okay. Not sure if that caught him on the ankle or the calf, but judging on how he already signals he's good, it must have caught him where there was a lot more muscle. As Tommy Baggett gets ready to step in with bases loaded and one out. Baggett is 0 for 2. Hoping to join in the fun here with the Black Sox. First pitch, Baggett swings, hits that one toward the left center gap. Almonte on the run makes the catch, but that's going to score the runner at third, Jacob Lentz, who took over for McCurdy. It is now 6-1 on the RBI sac fly from Tommy Baggett. First pitch swinging. That'll bring up left fielder Joe Bilardi. 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. He also scored in the second inning as he takes strike one.
Bullpen settled down as Reith has taken the seats.
Ball outside. Counts even at 1-1. So 3 runs come in to score this inning. Bilardi hits that one softly into left field. That's going to drop. Whalen's going to test the throw. Offline. Another run scores on an RBI single from Joe Bilardi. It's now 7-1. And Owen Reith gets back up again.
That's actually going to do it for Dave Grubauer as manager Mark Demko has made the call for the bullpen. I think now it's just a matter of innings eater until this game gets closer.
We're also going to see a pinch hitter here for the Road Warrior Black Sox. It'll be number 10, V. Desai, who is hitting for Ray Serrano. If I were going to guess, that would move Spencer Hen to second base and put V. Desai at third.
While Reith is warming up, it's actually good to see that the weather is looking in good shape today, as we were getting some big-time thunderstorm warnings and some heavy rain, but that has appeared not to show. So thank you, Mother Nature, for not putting this game into the showers.
Back-to-back games for the Road Warriors where they have 10 hits. Hoping not to stop there.
This time they're capitalizing on the runs.
Absolutely.
For the upcoming schedule for the Yinzer League, we basically have a doubleheader, I believe, tomorrow and a doubleheader Tuesday, and then the Yinzer League is off for 5 straight days as the Washington Wild Things are basically their field is basically being used in the next couple of days, the next 5 days, as the field is unavailable. But at the same time, there is rumors that some games will be added within those 5 days. As things, you never know, things could always change. But definitely, if you're a pitcher of the Yinzer League, definitely take advantage of those 5 days of getting off, as a lot of these pitchers are definitely being worked. Double steal,
Both runners go.
easily taken. They got a big jump off of Owen Reith.
Ball one to decide.
So definitely, if you're a pitcher, definitely looking forward for those off days. 1-0. Downstairs. 2-0.
Catcher Samir Santos had no shot at getting both runners. They got too good of a jump. 2-0 pitch. Swung on, hit in the hole, and that's going to be a base hit. Both runners will score easily. Vidasai hits a soft ground ball, but because of the overshift from the second baseman, it found some open space. It is now 9-1. Both of those runs will be charged to David Grubauer. On the RBI single from Vidasai.
I believe Grubauer's line is already finished. 4 2/3, 11 hits, 9 runs. All earned.
Back to the top here. Thompson started this whole rally as he takes outside pitch for a strike.
And officially, the Rover Black Sox have batted around.
Does me no favors for my scorecard. The 0-1 is hit high in the air into shallow center. 3 fielders converging. Jimmy Boyce will call for it. And there's out number 3. So we have 6 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Big inning there for the Black Sox.
And Alonso takes the bounce. The bottom of the 5th. Definitely pleased with the offensive support he has, as he definitely, out of all his starts, has gotten a lot of offensive support from his teammates. So once again, he is very pleased of the performance his bats are giving him. If you're the Brilliance Sox, all you're just thinking about is chipping away, trying to go below things.
We have a few replacements, actually. Christian Stanziano takes over at third base. Vidasai will stay in the game to play second. It looks like Martin Powell is in left. Tommy Baggett remains in right, and Nate Thompson stays in center.
For the first time I'm seeing Vita Side playing second base, as he's usually a left side infield with that strong arm of his. Third base or shortstop.
Second baseman Jimmy Boyce lead off the bottom of the 5th for the Brilliant Sox. He is 0 for 1 with a pop up to third base. First pitch taken high and outside for ball 1. Alonso gets his sign. Good pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Counts even at 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit into shallow center. Nate Thompson looks like he's got a beat on it. Makes a running catch in the gap. Coming in toward the right side of the infield for out number 1. Like I said, other than one throwing error from third baseman Spencer Hen, other than that, really solid defense on both sides. First pitch to Almonte's taken high and outside for a ball. Almonte, 0 for 1. He had a hit by pitch, stole second, then later scored on a sac fly after he moved to third. Then he lined out to pitcher Manny Alonso, his last at bat. He swings and misses that one, evens the count at 1. Good pitch there, good off speed. The 1-1. Swung on, hit to the shortstop, Smybert. Does he get rid of it quick? Throws on the first, gets him for out number 2. So 2 quick outs there for Alonso. It's been the story of his game so far. He was comfortable pitching with a 2-run lead. Now he has an 8-run lead. So I can only imagine how better he feels. That'll bring up shortstop Jarrett Anton, 1 for 2 with a single. As that pitch misses inside.
Almonte and Anton, the only 2 lefties in the order, as Mark Demko really doesn't like to bat all his lefties, especially when lefties on the mound.
The 1-0 pitch. Fouled down the left field side, out of play. Evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 to the Brilliance shortstop is hit on a line. Short hops V. Desai, who tried to take it on that hop. That's a tough play to make for him. Tough hop to read. Undoubtedly a single for Jared Anton. But with 2 outs, no harm done. That'll bring up catcher Samir Santos. 0 for 1. He had the sac fly that brought the Brilliant Sox their only run. And he's also grounded out to second base. Those sinking line drives to infielders are tough too because you don't know if you want to run in and make the catch in the air as he takes that one for strike 1, or if you want to play it on the hop. V. decided to play it on the hop and unfortunately hit the tip of his glove and bounced into the outfield. So 0-1 here to Santos with a runner on base and 2 outs. As he hits that one deep into left field on a line, that ball is gone. So with 2 outs, a 2-run home run from Samir Santos makes this a 9-3 ball game. Good swing there. As Santos is responsible for all 3 RBIs in this game.
Yeah, Samir Santos loves that fastball middle in, as he rarely misses any of those middle in pitches. And usually it's a fastball. Just like I was saying earlier, if you're the Brilliant Sox, all you're just trying to do is chip away. 1 hit, 1 run at a time.
Alonso quickly back to work there on Slayton Vaughn as he throws strike 1. The 0-1 misses outside, counted even 1-1. That was an absolute piece by Santos. That got out of here in a hurry. Nice low line drive home run. But Here in the 5th inning, Brilliance still has a lot of work to do. As Slayton Vaughn grounds to the hole at shortstop, Smybert backhanded play, fires on to Paco for out number 3. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. And Owen Reith will head out for another inning of work. Definitely going to be eating some innings there for Brilliance.
Owen Reed, too, is dealing with an injury kind of like Carson McCurdy, as he was revealing to me the other couple days that he was feeling some tightness in his right shoulder. I, for one, am actually dealing with some of that too, but that's not going to stop us, both of us, from slinging it out there.
Looks like after 5 innings of work, it's going to be the same defensive alignment for the Brilliant Sox. No changes here, as there's quite a few changes for Road Warriors. Smyberg is ready to lead off. It'll be Jacob Lentz batting in the DH spot for Carson McCurdy. He came in to pinch hit for him in the top of the 5th, later scored. And I believe Martin Powles has taken over and left for Bilardi, who has had a really good game. 2 singles, 2 runs scored, and 1 RBI. Starting second baseman for this game was Ray Serrano. He has been taken out. He will take over the first base coaching duties for the Road Warrior Black Sox. Owen Reith finishing up his warm-ups. Looks like Owen Reith still needs a few more. And Sergio Santos will throw down to second, and he is ready to go as the Brilliant Sox have another arm getting loose, and it looks like Roger on. More than likely to come out if Owen Reith gets into a little trouble.
But like what I was saying earlier, like Owen's still dealing with some tightness. Definitely a 9-3 game. You don't want to hurt one of your top side armors.
He fires that pitch inside to Smybert for strike 1.
So this could be Owen's last inning here.
The 0-1 to Smybert is hit hard in the right field on the line. Right fielder drops to a knee, makes a nice sliding catch there on a sinking line drive.
That ball was ripped.
That ball was hit very hard, but Finestead able to make the play. Very impressive. And that'll bring up Jacob Lentz for his first at-bat as he took over for Carson McCurdy in the top of the 5th on the bases and later scored. He takes that pitch way outside.
Aside from Roger On, who's available, the Brilliants also have Wadi Almonte available, the center fielder for the Brilliant Sox, and he is another two-way player.
The 1-0 misses inside. Two-0 here on Jacob Lentz. He started the game yesterday at DH and had himself a single in, I believe, 2 at-bats. 2-0. Low and outside for ball 3. And catcher Samir Santos calls out Mark Dimko. Looks like Owen Reith isn't feeling all that well. Yeah, signaling that his shoulder is bothering him.
Just like I was sharing earlier.
Looks like he's going to stay in, hoping he can just get him 3 outs.
Yeah, Owen Reed is one of many pitchers that are probably definitely looking forward for those 5 days off for the Yinzer League.
Demko signals to the bullpen saying he has one more batter. 3-0 here to Lentz. Owen's able to get that one over for a strike. 3-1. As Lentz hits a little soft line drive to second base. It is caught by Jimmy Boyce for out number 2. And here comes Mark Demko signaling to his bullpen, taking out Owen Reith, not wanting to stress the issue any further. Owen Reith looks very uncomfortable, but able to do his job, get outs.
Pitched a good inning. Full inning as he got 1 out in the 5th.
That'll bring out Roger on to face Frankie Pockel with 2 outs.
So as Roger on takes a couple of warm-up pitches. For those that are checking in, Rower Black Sox are up 9-3. A summary of how this game has got to this moment. Brilliance Sox strike first in the bottom of the 1st inning with a sac fly by Samir Santos. Scoreless for the 2nd inning. The top of the 3rd, the Rower Black Sox strike for 3 runs as Brilliance Sox starter David Gruboff got a couple walks and hits that led to those runs. And then the top of the 5th, the Black Sox just basically exploded with a bunch of hits left to right on David Gruboff that knocked him out 4 2/3. Owen Reed, the sidearmer for Brilliance Sox, 1 of 2, came in, basically got the final out of the 5th, and pitched the top of 6, got the first 2 outs, and was showing signs of discomfort in his shoulder as he exited the game, and now Roger on, number 11 for the Brilliance Sox, has taken over. Brilliance Sox also strike for 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th before the top of 6 with a 2-run shot by Samir Santos. So here we are as On is ready to face Frank Pockel, the cleanup hitter for the Black Sox. His first pitch is a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 from On. Pockel hits it deep into center field, chasing Almonte back. He's under it, makes the catch. And that is a 1-2-3-6 inning. Still 9-3, Rover Black Sox. As from my intel, Manny Alonso will go out there for his 6th inning of work. Rover Black Sox bullpen very quiet.
Alonso, for every one of his starts, is expected to go for a while, and so far, in 3 starts up to this point, he's been able to do so.
So aside from the 5 days off coming up for the Brilliance Sox, after the 5 days off for the Yinzer League, there will be a couple of games the following week on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then off for another group of days from the 22nd to the 26th. As within that time span, That's a total of like a week and a half, if I'm correct, like 8 days,
Mhm.
8 to 9 days. Throughout those 8 to 9 days, even games in between, the Yinzer managers will be traveling to Chicago and Florida to scout for some players, as moves are always getting made with promotions, release, injuries, a lot of different outcomes. So it is still rumored that there'll be games added within the 5 days off, but at the same time, it's still not official, as they need to still figure out what is on the fields during those 5 days off, as the Washington Wild Things are currently having the field occupied in the morning those days. But at the same time, this could also help the pitchers for all Yinzer teams, as arms are going down, pitchers are getting tired, and definitely be useful.
Some more defensive changes here for the Road Warrior Black Sox. Kyle Buser comes in to take over in left field. He's taking over in James Smibert's spot in the lineup, as Alonzo fires swing and a miss for a strike to Hunt.
Trey Hunt looked like he was ready to send that to Mexico.
So Buser going to left. That moves Martin Powell's to first base, moves Frank Kipakul over to third, and Christian Stanziano to short. That pitch is taken low for ball one.
First time I see Martin Powell's playing first base anywhere in the infield, as he's usually an outfielder.
1-1 from Alonzo is hit on a soft line into right field for a base hit.
Very good piece of hitting by Trey Hunt. He's going the opposite fields. Let's see if the Brilliance Sox can spark some fun, as they're only down by 6.
Left fielder John Williams steps in. He is 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout. That was the Brilliant Sox 6th hit of the afternoon. First pitch to Williams is fouled off softly to the third base side.
Sounded like a corkscrew. For those that don't know what a corkscrew is, it's hit off the tip of the bat, and sometimes a corkscrew can really hurt your hands and maybe split the bat in parts.
So Alonzo back to work here with the 0-1.
Good slider.
Soft little slider froze Williams, and now he's down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is missed high for ball one. Not a bad spot. Whalen signals that to him. Good pitch. He's only throwing 3 pitches. 1-2 here from Alonzo. This is in the dirt. Kicks away a bit, but Hunt stays where he is. Now the count will be 2-2. Still not totally sure if this is a 9-inning or a 7-inning game. I've gotten mixed reports. So if it is 7 innings, I wouldn't be shocked to see Trey Hunt on the move a little bit, trying to spark some offense here. Hitter calls time. Little late call there, but gets it anyway.
If for anything, this could be a 7-inning ball game, as the Washington Wild Things have a 5:30 game tonight against the Rockland Boulders. Or, excuse me, New York Boulders, my mistake.
Good pitch, low and inside for strike 3 looking. That's Williams' second K looking of the afternoon. And there's out number 1.
Sounds like Williams was looking for something else than a fastball. Always want to think fastball just off speed if you're the hitter.
I'll bring up third baseman Josh Mosley for his third at bat. He is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Alonzo checks the runner. First pitch outside for strike 1. Really hitting him with that slow off speed this inning. Again, forcing that soft contact. The 0-1. Missed low in the dirt. Whalen doing a good job back there behind the plate. Counts even at 1-1. Alonso comes set. The 1-1 pitch. Taken a little high and inside for strike 2. Mosley not really liking that strike call. Might have been a little high, but good pitch. The umpire today has been consistent with his calls. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Whalen couldn't squeeze it. So we'll do the 1-2 again.
Outfield lines are definitely wide open, as the outfield looks like they're squishing in together. So a base hit down the line could easily score Trey Hunt.
1-2 pitch is taken for strike 3 on the outside corner. Mosley checked his swing, didn't want it. So back-to-back K's looking with 2 outs. That'll bring up the right fielder, Shiloh Finestead. Also 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. First pitch to Finestead. Again, slow off speed on the outside corner for strike 1. The 1 swung on and missed for strike 2. Finestead finds himself in a quick 0-2 hole here. Lonzo hoping to strand that runner at first. The 0-2. Taken in the dirt. One-two pitch from Alonso, swung on and missed for strike 3.
3 strikeouts for Manny Alonso this inning.
So after the single, he comes back with 3 strikeouts to get himself out of there. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. Roger will come out for his second inning of work. Came in relief for Owen Reith, got the final out. He'll be tasked with facing catcher Zach Whalen. Whalen 1 for 2. He had a sac bunt, grounded out to shortstop, and an RBI single. And he came around to score a little bit later in the huge inning for the Road Warriors, where they put up 6.
Roger On is definitely a guy. He's not going to overpower you, but he's going to make you look foolish at the plates, as he definitely has a mixed change of speeds, changes the game flow a little bit. Former Pecos guy, Roger On.
Whalen switching it up. He's going to bat from the left side this time. Haven't seen him hit left-handed in a live game, but I've seen him take left-handed hacks in BP.
Interesting.
Decent swing here. First pitch from Roger on, taken outside for ball one.
Not sure what that is. Especially when it's a lot to little, you definitely want to expand the strike zone and speed up the game.
Not a bad location there. The 1-0. Swung on and looped into foul territory. Slayton Vaughn will make the catch for out number one.
Pitchers are definitely throwing a lot more strikes for the Brilliance Sox. But like what I said yesterday, it's more than just throwing strikes. You throw too many strikes and they call a lot of play, they can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened today.
There's Christian Stanziano coming in for his first at-bat as he takes ball one. Didn't miss by much. Stanziano initially took over for Spencer Hinn. He's hitting in his spot at third base, but with a few other defensive replacements, he moved over to short. So he swings in that one, hits it into center field. Almonte running back on it a bit, makes the catch for out number two.
Monty almost lost track of that ball.
Definitely thought it was a little shorter than it was, but able to recover for the second out. Here in the top of the seventh. Then I bring up right fielder Tommy Baggett for his third plate appearance. He has a ground out, a pop-up, and a sac fly. First pitch to him is taken high for ball one. So Roger on two quick outs here.
Some action in the Brilliant Sox bullpen as Mike Brown, number 44, is about to get loose.
Ball low and away. 2-0 here to Baggett. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Martin Powell waits on deck, hoping to get his first at bat. Baggett swings through that one as well, so back even 2-2 here. Two-two pitch, taken inside for called strike three. Tommy Baggett didn't like that call, but nice quick inning there for Roger on to get his offense back into the dugout to hopefully stage a comeback here. If we are playing seven, their time is running out.
I don't think. I honestly think that we're not playing 7 as that's like what I told you, Mike Brown loosening up in the Brilliant Sox bullpen. So that could be a sign that Brown could have the 8th inning, as we could be playing 9 innings today. Because otherwise,
It's very possible.
Brown would not be warming up right now.
They could also be getting him loose, hoping that the offense can at least tie it, and they don't plan to take Roger on back out there for a third inning. But we'll see as Alonso comes out for his 7th inning of work. He's really been putting it together for this Road Warrior Black Sox roster. You can always rely on him for a quality start. He's come out of the pen a few times too and kept us in a lot of tough ball games. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base there. The top of the 7th for Black Sox. As Manny Alonso will face the 9-hole hitter Jimmy Boyce and then back up to the top to face Almonte and Anton. Wayland's throw down short hops both infielders. And here we are, the possible last inning. Or not. This has been an interesting game to watch. I would like to watch a few more innings. But we are at the behest of the Washington Wild Things. Lonzo misses there for ball 1 to Boyce. Boyce 0 for 2 with a pop up and a fly out. The 1-0. Umpire says he went, or maybe he possibly fouled it off. Hard to tell from up here. 1-1 the count here. Lonzo misses outside. 2-1 here. The Road Warrior bullpen has emptied, so it looks like they're sitting in the dugout. The 2-1 pitch is hit into left field. That's going to be a tough play for Buser. Hops down the line. Boyce will head to second base. Buser gets it in fast. So a leadoff double.
First extra base hit of the game for the Brilliant Sox. As boy, they needed that.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Wady Almonte. 0 for 3, or 0 for 2, I should say. He had a hit by pitch, stolen base, run scored in the first inning.
That is actually only the third extra base hit for the Brilliant Sox in the last 3 games. Good intel right there.
Shows you they've been able to do it with singles and moving guys over, mastering the small ball. Lonzo checks the runner as he comes set. First pitch to Almonte, squares to bunt, misses. Trying to lay down a nice little drag bunt there.
Monte still looking for his first career hit as a professional.
Oh, 1 to Almonte. Almost hits him. He ducks out of the way. Some arms back in the bullpen there for the Road Warriors. Just a precaution. The 1-1 is swung on and chopped to third base. Podko comes up with it, makes the throw to first, gets the out. Boyce read that hop well and moves over to third base. With 1 out, that'll bring up the shortstop, Jarrett Anton. 2 for 3, 2 singles and a run scored. Anton looking to get that run in from third. First pitch to him. He swings and fouls that one away. Also taking his time to get set up back on the mound. Comes set, delivers the 0-1. Anton swinging again and fouls that one away. So quickly in a hole 0-2. Alonso has stranded quite a few runners in this game, hoping to continue his good luck. 0-2, taken far outside. Waylon threatens to backdoor Boyce over there at third, but Boyce gets back.
I'd say that's unnecessary, especially with a 9-3 lead. You're just trying to get outs. Run doesn't mean anything.
Manny with the 1-2. Another foul ball down the first base side this time, fighting off that tough inside pitch. One, two again. Taken high and outside. Counts even now at 2-2. Not quite sure what Alonso's pitch count is up to this point, but it's definitely a good idea now more so than ever to really work it. See if you can get him to get tired, make mistakes. The 2-2 swung on, fouled away again, really making him work. That pitch is low outside in the dirt. Count moves full here. Imagine if Anton gets on base. We might see a discussion at the mound to buy some time, get that bullpen going for the Road Warrior Black Sox. Three-two to Anton. It's fouled away. Really good at bat here for the Brilliant Sox shortstop. The 3-2 again. Taken high and inside, ball 4.
Very good at that by
So-
Joe Anton.
With one out, he surrenders the walk. And we got runners on the corners here, just as I predicted, Carson McCurdy heads out to the mound to discuss some stuff with the infield and Manny Alonso. And it looks like Alex Nielsen gets up to start playing catch in the Road Warrior bullpen. Runners on the corners here, you really can hope that Alonso can get a ground ball as that meeting's quick. McCurdy heads back off the field. Samir Santos is responsible for all 3 RBIs in this game for the Brilliant Sox, as he had a sac fly and a 2-run home run against Alonso back in the 5th. So you do have to be careful with him. And the big man standing on deck, Slayton Vaughn as well. I can imagine Anton's going to be on the move. Not first pitch. This Samir Santos swings and fouls that one away. Brown is now sitting in the Brilliance bullpen. The 0-1. Swing, ground ball to short. Stanziano flips it over to second, throw over to first. It's off. Line. The run will score on the air. But no harm really done, as it's now 9-4. But the Brilliant Sox do scratch another one away. That ball was tailor-made. Beat aside, pulled Martin Powell's off the bag with his throw. Second throwing error on a double play for a Road Warrior. As Slayton Vaughn comes to the plate. He is 0 for 2. He hits a line drive into left field, first pitch for a base hit. Buser fields it, throws it in. Alonso's still in good shape. 2 outs here.
Instead, the dangerous Trey Hunt. Brilliant's bullpen nice and relaxed as Mike Brown is taking a seat.
Trey Hunt takes ball 1.
So this could be the last inning, as maybe Brown was getting some work in, but I guess we'll find out after this outs.
Trey Hunt is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. First and second. 2 outs. The 1-0 is swung, hit high into center field. Chasing back Thompson. He's got a beat on it. And he will make the catch for the final out. It looks like we are playing. Unless. No, yeah, looks like the game's going to continue. So we are playing 9. Excellent. So the Brilliant Sox get 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. And judging from the conversation Alonso just had with McCurdy outside the dugout, it looks like that was his last inning of work, as Roger Hahn is back for another inning of work. Brilliant Sox bullpen gets up and moving again.
This is probably On's last inning of work.
He's done a good job out of the pen today so far. Comes out to get outs. Got 1 quick out in relief of Owen Reith. Came out for the top of the 7th. Got 3 quick outs there. As he's going to face Martin Powell's to lead off. V Desai, then we're back to the top with Thompson. Adriano finishes his warm-ups. And here comes Martin Powell's first at bat of the day. So he takes strike 1. He swings, hits that one down the right field line. Right fielder's chasing it. It drops into foul territory. Powell's will do it again. Now down 0-2. Roger working quickly here. 0-2 to Powell's. Swung on again. Pop foul out of play. Right into the bleachers there.
Trying to figure out who's got foul balls.
There we go. Dave Casey gives him a foul ball there. Set for the 0-2 again. Pitch. Taken high for ball 1. Takes another ball inside. Counts even at 2-2. Two-two pitch from Roger. Swung on, popped high into the infield. Who wants it? Catcher's calling for it. And he will make the basket catch there for out number 1.
Pitchers, get out of the way on a pop-up. You did your thing through strikes. Got weak contact. After that, you let your fielders do their jobs.
With 1 out, that'll bring up V Desai. He had an RBI single in his first at bat. coming in to replace Ray Serrano at second base in the top of the fifth. The first pitch to him, taken high for ball one.
It's like On's trying to get some boost into his fastball lately.
The 1-0, taken low outside for strike one. Count even at ones here. The 1-1. Taking a little lower outside for ball two, 2-1. Two one pitch is swung on, foul down the first base side, right into the Brilliance bullpen. Owen Reith on guard down there. Even count at 2-2 again. Roger gets his sign. Infield in a little bit of a shift here. That pitch is sent down the right field line. Fair ball. Decide going for two. The throw from Finnestead is not going to be in time. A stand-up double on a 2-2 count from Vita side with one out. And that'll bring us back to the top of the lineup for Nate Thompson as Mark Demko goes out to have a little chat. And it looks like that's going to be the end of Roger On's day. The new pitcher for Brilliance Sox will be Mike Brown.
Also known as the head of the Instagram account Indie Ball Highlights. Hard-thrown right-hander. This is his third outing as a professional. Made his pro debut against the Red Black Sox on July 2nd, on 4th of July weekend, on the only 6 o'clock night game the Brilliant Sox had in their schedule.
Brown hoping to keep the Road Warrior Black Sox bats quiet in this inning to give his offense more chances. But a couple more bats for them to slowly chip away at the score if they can hold the Black Sox here. Nate Thompson on deck. Timing him up. And Kyle Buser will be hitting in James Smybert's spot in the lineup, taking over in left.
So manager Carson McCurdy going almost with a complete different group in the bottom of the 8th inning compared to the starters.
So with one out here, runner on second base. Thompson steps in to face the brand new pitcher. Thompson, since coming into the 5th inning, is 1 for 2. He had a single, then later scored as he takes ball one. Ball two, high and outside. 2-0 is swung on and fouled hard down the third baseline into the Road Warrior bullpen.
Nielsen take a seat. So wondering if Alonso is going out there or it's going to be Nielsen just jogging in from the bullpen.
Samir Santos is definitely, with all pitchers, as Desai takes off for third, he's going to be safe with a stolen base. That pitch was high for ball 3. 3-1 here to Thompson. Good jump there by V. Desai. Not sure if even a perfect throw could have got him. Brown delivers the 3-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but it's a called strike. Count now full at 3-2. The 3-2. Slider that missed up, and that's going to be ball 4.
I don't think that's a slider. More like a sweeping curve. As one thing Mike Brown has been famous for so far in his now third outing of work is that he has a very good off-speed pitch that is like almost 15 miles slower than his fastball.
Yinzer lines that one. Fair ball down the right field line. That's going to score V. Desai. Thompson moves to third. They're going to send him as Buser cruises into third for a 2 RBI triple. Swinging first pitch. Good piece of hitting. Another big hit. That ball just barely stayed fair. Jacob Lentz will step in for his second at bat. 1 for 2. Oh, excuse me, he's 0 for 1. As he takes strike 1. He swings and fouls that one away. Now he's down in the hole 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is fouled right to the mid of Samir Santos, and that's strike 2 on a big strikeout for Mike Brown. So 2 outs here. Frankie Paco will step in for his 5th at bat. He is 2 for 4, 2 singles. First pitch to him. Off speed, a little low, called for strike 1.
Looks like a sweeping curve / Epis pitch. For those that don't know what Epis means, it's basically super, super, super slow. Yu Darvish has 1.
Ball inside there to Paco. 1-1.
Even the future Hall of Famer Zach Greinke. Usually Epis pitch is about almost 20 miles, maybe 30, if any, slower than your fastball.
That ball's lined to third base off the glove of the third baseman, Mosley, into left field. Left fielder bobbles it. That's going to allow Frankie to move into second, so that'll be a single and an E7. But another run scores on the RBI single by Frankie Paco.
I thought that ball should have caught.
Yeah. So 3 runs in the inning already. Now bring in the catcher, Zach Whalen. Whalen 1 for 4. He take strike one.
Field 1. Ground ball. Shortstop Anton makes a play. Throws wide. Slayton ball had to come off the bag to get that. So that will be an infield hit. As runners on the corners with 2 outs.
I think that might be an error.
Now he was safe.
Look at that. So back-to-back hits here. Gonna bring up Christian Stanziano. He takes ball one.
Count 2-0. You know, I'll actually get him in there. I think you're right.
Nah, just give a single. Ground ball to third base, bobbled a bit by Mosley, but he makes the play. For out number 3. So who scored?
I think I'm still changing because I think they're good. Because one thing for sure,
They can dispute it later. Just give him the hit.
3 scores, so it's 12-4.
So the Road Warriors there, they get 3 runs on 4 hits, one error, and 1 man left on base. 2 men left on base, excuse me. So another big inning there.
Brilliance Sox definitely doing a little better with the bats as 4 runs on 8 hits versus yesterday's performance in the win. But the difference of the game was definitely the walks and falling behind to the hits for the Brilliance Sox pitching staff. As a little surprising that Manny Alonso is taking the 8th inning. As we were all ready to see Alex Nielsen come out of the pen. Manny Alonso went to his manager saying, "I feel great. I got this." And here we are. So let's see how the Brilliant Sox respond here. See if they tire out Alonso. Or will Alonso just get right through them 1, 2, 3, just like last inning? What's his pitch count? I have no idea. Should definitely be up there for Alonso in his pitch counts. I guess we'll find out.
He gets ready to face John Williams, the left fielder, as he fires in strike 1. Williams 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and 1 flyout. The 0-1 here. Taken low for a ball. One pitch. Taken for strike 2. Williams flinched a bit there. Looked like he might have wanted to swing at it, but chose not to.
So far, having a little trouble seeing Alonso's pitches today.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, foul down the left field, or third baseline. And we'll do the 1 and 2 again. Williams gets set back up in the box. Another 1-2 pitch. Taken low and inside. Counts even now at 2-2. Two on the way from Alonso. Slow off speed there, misses outside. Count goes full. As Nielsen will get back up in the Road Warrior bullpen. Three-two pitch. Hit softly on the ground to third base. Podkel fields it. Throw on the run to first base. Gets him. And there's out number 1. Good play there by Podkel. It's never an easy play for an infielder to make. That'll bring up third baseman, Josh Mosley. He is 1 for 2. He has a single and a walk and a strikeout. He takes that one for a ball. One-zero pitch. Taken right over the middle of the plate for strike 1. One pitch. Taken in the dirt. You can definitely see Alonso's a little fatigued here, but still forcing soft contact. He delivers the 2-1 pitch. That's another soft ground ball. Pop wants to run. Barehanded play. He's going to throw on the first, and he's called safe. Close play right there. I thought maybe he would have got him, but infield single on the swinging bunt there for Mosley. His second hit of the afternoon. That'll bring up the right fielder, Shiloh Finstead, 0 for 3. 2 flyouts and a strikeout. He takes the ball up. Dave Casey and Carson McCurdy hoping he can get himself a ground ball, and then they can bring in Nielsen to close it, or Dan Pellinen, however they decide. Checks the runner. Runner goes on that pitch is called a ball. Ball sails into center field over the outstretched glove of Mark Sherman, who's taking over at second base. So a stolen base, and the count moves to 2-0.
Definitely checking to see Mosley's on the bag.
Runner on second here, 1 out. 2-0 pitch. Broken bat, right to second base. Sherman makes the play, has to throw on the run, gets the out at first. Runner moves on to third. Again, soft contact, breaking bats, still doing his job. With 2 outs, runner on third. That'll bring up second baseman Jimmy Boyce. 1 for 3 with a double.
I think this could be his last batter, as I'm sure McCurdy and Casey want Nielsen to face the top of the order of the Brilliance Sox. Although the first 2 batters are lefties, so could be interesting.
First pitch to Boyce, taken in the dirt for a ball.
If Alonso happens to get Boyce out here, will he start the 9th inning and get the 2 lefties?
Seems unlikely only because of how high his pitch count already is. But he could be very convincing to McCurdy and Casey, and they may let him start it. The 1-0 outside pitch taken for strike one. Alonso comes set. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging a soft line drive into center field. That's going to score the run. Thompson cuts it off. What's his second hit of the game? Still keeping an eye on that Black Sox dugout, as they're not making any moves yet. So they do want him to face these lefties.
Good strategy.
First pitch to him is foul, straight at just over the dugout of the Road Warrior Black Sox.
Almonte and Boyce have good wheels. So a ball on the ground, 50-50 shots. Good slider away. 0-2.
Oh, 2 outs, runner on first. Alonso still in great shape with a 7-run lead. The 0-2 pitch, way outside, it bounces away. It's going to be a wild pitch. Boyce moves on to second base. And that's ball one. Still way ahead here. Alonso gets his sign. Gets one he likes. Comes set, checks the runner at second here. The 1-2. Chopped foul down the first base side.
Casey firing those balls into the pitchers. Dave Casey, a former Indy All-Star pitcher. Definitely rumored to be in the low to mid 90s back in the days for Casey. They're trying to show it off.
McCurdy and Casey on that top step. The 1-2 again. Hits the runner. He kind of leaned in there, but Alonso's been missing inside quite a bit.
Even manager Carson McCurdy questioning that he would duck into it.
But McCurdy calls time. More than likely to take out Alonso here.
His first mound visit, right?
It's a second.
If it's his second mound visit, Alonso has to come out of the game. That's by rules in any baseball that you play in.
Looks like Manny's trying to convince him to leave him in there.
I don't think he will win the battle mainly because it's the second mound visit, if that's the case. But if it's his first mound visit, yeah, it's first mound visit. So Alonso's staying in there saying, I got this.
They're going to let him face the one more lefty. Not a bad call. And nothing too threatening. You got 2 outs here, only one runner in scoring position. But Jared Anton has been a tough out. 2 for 3. He's got two singles, run scored, and he walked his last at bat. First pitch to him. Taken inside for strike one. Alonso gets his sign. Checks the runner at second. Ooh, gets the call on the outside pitch.
That was a good one.
Quickly has Anton down 0-2. Good spot. Umpire been pretty generous with that call today. Consistent for both sides. The 0-2 from Alonso. Swung on, hitting the shallow left field, drifting into foul territory. Road Warriors give chase, but no one able to reach it. So we'll do the 0-2 again.
What do you got, Matt? 135.
We've just been told that Alonso has already thrown 135 pitches in this game through 8 innings, 7 2/3 at this point. As we're going to sit here and do the 0-2 count again. The pitch from Alonso, taken high for ball 1.
Yeah, for Dowd, I agree, Mark. This could be his last batter, as I'm sure McCurdy and Casey do not want to hurt him on the long run. But at the same time, this is definitely his last time before the 5 days off for the Yinzer League. So he'll get a lot of rest.
The 1-2. Oh, rung up on the outside corner. He gets the call. Jared Anton is not happy. But he gets the strikeout looking for the final out and escapes any type of potential danger. And that most likely is the end of his day. Great performance from Manny Alonso. And we'll flip it over one more time. So we got 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Road Warriors getting their last at bat on the afternoon. As long as the bullpen can hold this lead for them. Still hoping to expand on it. Right fielder Tommy Baggett set to lead off the top of the 9th. Baggett so far this afternoon is 0 for 3, but he does have a sac fly to his credit and an RBI. Excuse me. Samir Santos calls for the throwdown, and it looks like we're ready to get started. Baggett steps into the box for the first pitch against Mike Brown. In for his second inning of work. Takes that pitch way inside for ball 1. The 1-0. Taken outside. Called a ball. Not a bad pitch. Samir Santos didn't do the prettiest job of sticking that pitch, so that could have swayed the umpire's decision. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back. 2-1 the count here. Brown gets his sign. Kicks, delivers the pitch. Baggett, soft line drive to second base, caught easily by Jimmy Boyce, and there's the first out. I'll bring up first baseman Martin Powles. Popped up to the catcher his first at bat, last inning. He takes that ball outside into the dirt. Bounces away from Santos. Mark Sherman awaits on deck for his first at bat. He took over for V. Desai at second base defensively last inning. Made a decent running play up the middle. Powell swings and misses through that. Counts even at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground to Boyce. Getting a lot of work this inning. Fires it to first, and there's out number 2. And that'll bring up Sherman. Switch hitter batting from the left side here. Takes ball 1. Infield in a little bit of a shift here for the lefty. He swings and hits that one on the ground to the right side. Slayton Vaughn will field it himself, touch the bag, and there's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. A good inning for Brown. Hopefully now, down to their last at bat, Brilliant Sox hoping to put together some more magic. They got a huge 7-run deficit to chip away at, as Nielsen will take over the pitching duties to close out this game. Looks like Demko's signaling to somebody that they might be pinch hitting. Not a bad time to change up your lineup, get some new bats in there. Hopefully they can do something for you. Looks to be that Samir Santos will be leading off as he walks on deck. Couple lefty bats probably on the roster, didn't play today. Might get an at bat against the right-handed pitcher Nielsen.
Could be big-time slugger Jacob Bockley,
I was thinking the same thing.
especially with Nielsen now on the mound. Nielsen, a former Brilliance Sox, got traded to the Rover Black Sox for Jimmy Boyce, second baseman, playing today. Has been really the everyday second baseman for the Brilliance Sox.
Looks like Samir Santos will lead off, Slayton Vaughn will follow, and the DH, Trey Hunt. So no changes so far. All righties to face the righty pitcher. Samir Santos is 1 for 3. Had a 2-run home run and an RBI sac fly earlier in this game. He takes ball 1 outside. Swings and fouls that one down the third base side toward the end of the Road Warrior dugout. Count even at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Down 1-2. Nielsen gets the sign he likes. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, it hits him. Missed inside.
Samir Santos giving a little glare to Nielsen. Obviously, there was no intent right there. As this ain't the major leagues where people have grudges. As a lot of pitchers tend to do that, especially when you're facing the cheating Houston Astros.
So leadoff hit by pitch. That brings up Slayton Vaughn, who takes low and outside for ball 1. One 0 sent into right center. Dropping. Second baseman Sherman will make the catch, and there's out number 1. So Vaughn's woes continue. One down here, that'll bring up the DH, Trey Hunt. 2 for 4 today. First pitch to Hunt. Misses high for ball 1. He hits that one softly into left field for a base hit. Went up the ladder to get that one. So 1-out single.
Brilliance Sox definitely looking to strike again.
Trey Hunt, third hit of the day. That'll bring up the left fielder, John Williams. 0 for 4. He takes ball in the outside corner. This is outside again. Ball's behind 2-0. Now's the time to step off, settle in, regroup. 2-0 from Nielsen. Misses inside, 3-0. Rio's taking ball 4. So bases loaded now with 1 out. That'll bring up third baseman Josh Mosley. He is 2 for 3. Couple hits, a walk, and a strikeout. He scored last inning. As Dave Casey will come out, meet with his infield, give him a breather. Let him know he just needs a ground ball.
Opens nice and quiet for the Rover Black Sox.
So after a meeting, Josh Mosley will step in. Takes first pitch just off the black. Ball 1. He gets a big swing, but that one's going to drift foul. Oof. That ball was hit a mile. 1-1. I'm sure what Dave was talking to Nielsen about on the mound there was, you're pitching with a 7-run lead. You already got 1 out. All you need is to throw strikes, get guys to put the ball in play. Defense has been solid all day. The 1-1. Just above the head of Mosley as he ducks out of the way. 2-1. Mosley steps out. Taking his time. The 2-1 from Nielsen. Strike on the outside corner. Two and two. The pitch. Swung on, hit foul again. Another one that he puts a decent swing on, just out in front of. Two once again. Ball in the outside corner, taken for a ball. Three, two. Yes, he did. Oh, the umpire's going to say no, he didn't go.
Oh, you can't shove an umpire like that.
That's going to walk in a run.
Martin Powell's definitely showing some signs to the umpire, as he had a pretty good view on the check swing.
That'll bring up right fielder Shiloh Finistad, 0 for 4. Nielsen gets a strike on the inside corner. A walk didn't necessarily hurt you there. Still pitching with a 6-run lead. Finistad pokes that one into right field. That might be trouble. Baggett makes a nice running catch. Not deep enough to score the run, and they double him up at first base. And that's how this game's going to end.
Very bad base running.
Mosley got off too far off the bag at first base, gets doubled off, and that's the ball game. So Nielsen closes it out, escapes any danger.
Final score today: Rower Black Sox, 12 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors. For the Brilliance Sox, 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. This is Mark Sanders and Ryan Tomeo saying goodbye from Yinzer Baseball, as we will be back tomorrow with a doubleheader.
Thank you for joining us.